Boris Johnson has been told by a huge 95% of Express readers to quit Brexit talks with the European Union this week and trigger a no-deal outcome as both sides continue their refusal to budge over the key red line of fisheries. Negotiations on a post-Brexit trade deal have entered a crucial stage, as negotiations with the EU reach their final stage as the clock ticks down to the end of the transition period on December 31. But the Prime Minister is becoming increasingly frustrated at the EU over its refusal to give ground on any of its demands, a move that could see him trigger a no-deal Brexit. Downing Street has signaled Mr. Johnson is running out of patience with Brussels negotiators and could take Britain out of the EU without a deal in place, similar to Australia's relationship with the EU. A government source said, "We do need to urgently make progress on these issues or it will end up an Australia-style deal. There is momentum and there is a strong desire on both sides to do a deal, but is going to be hard work for Lord Frost this week." Now Express readers are urging the Prime Minister to walk away from the negotiating table with the EU over the coming days. The latest poll, which ran from 8 a.m. until 10:30 p.m. on Monday, November 16 and saw 13,078 votes cast on the Express.co.uk survey, asked, should Boris Johnson walk out of EU talks this week and trigger no deal? A huge 95%, 12,418 readers, voted in favour of the Prime Minister walking away from Brexit talks with the EU that would begin the process of a no-deal Brexit. The remaining 5%, 582 readers, disagreed, while less than 1%, 78 readers, were undecided. One Express.co.uk reader commented, "The trading bloc has not, and has never had, any intention of the UK taking its final farewells with mutually agreed terms of trading. All the bloc has wanted is to punish the UK for choosing to leave their failing trading bloc. The bloc's inability to negotiate means that any pretense from them at negotiations are futile. Time to stand up and walk." A second reader wrote, "The UK is in a good position in these negotiations since, in matters of trade, the countries of the EU will come off worse if no agreement is reached. They sell more goods annually to us worth £98 million more than we sell to them. Other countries trade with the EU without the added extortionate demands made by the EU on the UK. No other country has to sacrifice their territorial waters or accept interference in their internal affairs, so why should Britain? Britain expects fairness in all its trade agreements and will not accept any loss of sovereignty, implicit or otherwise.